What's in the secret Christmassy box? Well, let's take a look. Aha! This month we're going to party like it's Space 1999. Join us. Hi, I'm MG Knight, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've done an update, but as springtime hits and we head out of lockdown hopefully, and you've possibly just downloaded Discovered, as I've had a few more people joining the Winter family just recently. We'll dig into some of the backstory behind Discovered and a particular reference in there to a 70s sci-fi show that I used to enjoy as a kid. How did my son react to seeing that? And actually there were a lot of toys produced around some of these shows in the 70s, so we'll look at some of those and a particular one that's got a strong connection to my family. So let's dig right in. I think as families during lockdown and in the past year or so, we've all probably got into more hobbies than ever before and newer hobbies. I've certainly gone really back into astronomy and been enjoying that with the family. And you know what, I've been watching far too much YouTube, as well as writing obviously stories and even more prequels to The Science of Santa Claus. But as springtime arrives and we start to see the flowers bloom in our gardens and we can actually start to get outside a little bit more and maybe restrictions start to ease as well, there's one last thing I want to do before I emerge. And actually I just wanted to say thank you for a minute to all of you who've supported me over the last couple of years since I started on the authorship journey. And many of you will have first started your Winter fan experience by downloading Discovered, maybe through a site like Story Origin. And Discovered is the prequel to my first book, The Science of Santa Claus. And in it we dig into the backstory, the origin story of Arthur McGregor, the villain from Science of Santa Claus, when he has a run-in one cold December night in Glasgow, where he grew up as a boy, with the Order of St Nicholas. And he doesn't meet Enzo, but he meets another clone of the Order of St Nicholas, who actually then pops up later in my second book, Coop. But it's not altogether a great experience, and Arthur is a little bit of a troubled lad. It's a life-changing event that happens when he meets his first clone of the Order of St Nicholas, and it sets him on a path which is a little darker than he might have liked. However, one of the things that I mention in Discovered, in the second paragraph actually, is an Eagle spacecraft from Space 1999. And this actually reflects my own experience as a sort of 9 or 10 year old, when I used to watch probably repeats and reruns more often of this 70s TV sci-fi show from the same stable as Thunderbirds, Stingray and a lot of the other shows that we used to love as kids. And I thought, well, I know my son liked the newer Thunderbirds, and in fact his first ever YouTube video was a review of Tracy Island. You can check that out on his channel. But yeah, I thought, how would he react to a bit of 70s TV sci-fi? He's seen a bit of old Doctor Who and kind of responded to that, probably not so well. But how would he respond to Space 1999? So I thought, let's find out how he thinks about it before we embark on another hobby. And actually, Space 1999, if you look it up and you don't remember it, ran from 1975 to 1977, 2 seasons, and it inspired, like a lot of these shows, some toys, books and annuals, I guess, as well. And it was one of those things that I used to really enjoy and look forward to seeing. I think it was on Saturday mornings on ITV in the UK. But yeah, let's dig into it a little bit and see how Will reacted to it. So Will, you remember Thunderbirds?
Yes.
You used to quite like that, but not the old version, the newer version, right? You used to watch that, and you've got Tracy Island over there in your cupboard from when you were tiny. And your first YouTube video was what?
Tracy Island toy review.
Yes. So you know, I'm restoring this. I'm going to try and restore the toy eagle that was Uncle Stephen's. So I'm going to show you some clips of the show that the eagle's from, and it's by the same people that did Thunderbirds. So let's roll the video and let's see what you think.
I was a very, very heavy
So that's
smoker.
Jerry. He invented
I used to smoke 100
Thunderbirds,
a day.
loads of other shows like
I
that.
can tell you, when I wrote down
Space 1999 was one of his shows.
I never dreamed that I would be alive.
So this is
in
the show coming up.
1999.
You'll see an eagle any second.
And also, it seems such a long way off.
So imagine Saturday morning,
It
you're 9 years old, you're watching this.
I think that Jerry
You wouldn't watch
Anderson
this?
wanted to make a show that was bigger than Star Trek, to make the biggest, the best science fiction show ever. I'm sure that's what he set out to do.
But if there was no SpongeBob,
I did think that the
but
difference
the funkiest theme
between
tune
Star
ever
Trek
written.
and our
It's
program
like disco.
was the look.
Oh, she could turn into a
Did find
tiger.
That space had a
Or something.
fantastic
She's got weird eyebrows. Got a big nuclear explosion, that was, and the moon is moving out of orbit.
Which
means everybody on the Earth
the
would
most
die.
expensive television series,
But
syndicated
kind of glossed
television
over
series
that.
in the world. That's what they
Now
told
he
us.
was
I
Alan
think
Carr. He
that's
flew eagles. So look, here comes an eagle.
1999 was 2 years ago, but this is what it looked like in 1975, when a human colony on the moon was blown out of the Earth's orbit by a nuclear explosion.
And everyone's got flares. You know what flares are?
Led by
Trousers
Commander
with
John
big drums.
Koenig, Dr. Helena Russell, and Ace Eagle pilot Alan Carter. Hi. They were cast into outer space, meeting many new and hairy alien life forms in their search for a new home.
It's a bit scary for a Saturday
It was
morning.
just a great idea for
Yeah.
adventures because they could go
So
anywhere in the galaxy. Anything
that,
could
that's
happen.
the show.
And,
Pause the video now.
They had some really
What, like, first impressions?
if SpongeBob is on, I would watch it.
Would you?
Yeah.
What
If SpongeBob's on, I will.
was there anything particular that stood out for you in that?
Explosion.
There were lots of explosions in all those
They
shows.
went, "Pew."
Yeah. Anything else apart from explosions?
His face is funny.
Yeah, well, he wasn't on the show. He's just a comic that they drafted
Oh.
in. So, Space 1999, is it thumbs up or thumbs down from you? Well,
It's
is
like
it-
it's not fully up, not in there, not there. It's like about
if they remade it with like CGI,
with good looking
good looking what people or good looking?
effects.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Will, for your input.
Oh.
Okay, so not quite a ringing endorsement from Winter Will there to Space 1999, but I guess there you go. Different expectations. It's a different age. Probably the flared trousers maybe put them off. I don't know. But one of the things that I've got into, to be honest, through lockdown has been, as I say, watching far too much YouTube, and also I've been watching videos of people restoring old Corgi toys. And as you will have seen at the top of this video, I've got a toy from Space 1999, which actually was donated to our family with a bunch of other toys from my brother-in-law Steve. He gave it to my kids to play with, this particular toy, many years ago now. And as you'll see in a minute, it's sort of been through the mill. But actually, I thought restoring a toy like this would be a really fun thing to do. And even though it needs, adult supervision, it's something that I'd like to get involved with my youngster as well. So I'm going to start on that journey. So we'll take a look at the toy first. So as you can see, it's a little battered and beaten up. But, if you remember the show, I think every week one of these things crashed. And as you could possibly see there, it's lost a landing leg. I've got the freighter version of the Eagle. There were two versions, one with a transporter pod and this version which has got the nuclear waste barrels attached to it and a winch. And this is some reproduction parts that I bought because I had a missing barrel that wasn't available when I bought the pod. So yeah, I've been buying spares, collecting spares, and I've also got a donor Eagle. This is Eagle 2. Which, as you can see, has really seen better days. But it's going to donate a landing leg to Eagle 1. And somebody's actually painted the front red, because originally, as you can see, it was green. Strange colours they painted these things. Nothing like they were in the show. But there you are. It's got a good set of parts to donate to its brother, this one. But it won't be in vain. I can't let Eagle 2 go to waste. I'll probably get the bug and repair Eagle 2 as well, so that we end up with two Eagles it's just one of these things. It's nice, a relaxing thing to do. It's a bit like the old toy restorer from Toy Story 2. And if you watch some of the guys on YouTube do this, they're really skilled craftsmen, and it's just a nice chilled out thing to do, I think. And if you can get your kids involved into it as well, as long as you do it all safely together, I think it's a real fun hobby. Oh my goodness, hobbies during lockdown. It's not only been about trying to restore toys or getting into that, but also I've got back into astronomy in quite a big way. I bought a telescope probably about four years ago. Bought a telescope. My winter mum never really got into it and really understood what I was doing with it, although I did, have some fun in the garden with it. But since we went into lockdown, I've really been, getting a bit more serious with it and exploring the galaxy from the old homestead, just like the guys do in Coop, my second book. We haven't quite used quantum technology, or ancestor simulations to discover the nature of reality, but we've had some fun. And actually, one of the ways that I've been enjoying it is through YouTube, and I found a great YouTuber called Astro Biscuit, and Astro Biscuit's got a Discord server where like-minded people go on there, and his videos are very accessible, great for kids as well as adults. So if you, again, looking for another hobby, because even though we're coming out of lockdown, it's uncertain how much travelling we're going to be able to do. So if you find yourself stuck in the back garden this summer, then astronomy is a perfect way of spending your time, particularly with the kids. Discover the universe. So Astro Biscuit, check him out. I'll put some links in the description for the video, and also if you're interested in the corgi stuff and the toy restoration, I can't recommend this channel enough. Again, it's such a chilled thing to do, is to sit and watch these guys repair these old toys. I've watched Star Wars toys getting repaired as well, stuff that I remember as a kid being brought back to mint condition. It's been brilliant. So yeah, a few things there for you to get into. And also coming soon, we have another prequel to the Science of Santa Claus. Incident 83 will be bundled along with Discovered, and another story that I'm going to write, which I think is going to be called The Starling, and that's coming soon as well. So look out for those. So that's all for this month. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon for another update on Steve's Eagle. Bye for now.